So welcome, we're here this week to look at the Yoga Sutras. And before we start, we'll begin with the Sanskrit alphabet. So Deanna, if you could just respond to me as we follow along here. Just chant after me and call in response. A, I, u, u.
A, I, u, u.
Re, re.
Re, re.
L, l, l.
L, l.
A, I.
A, I.
O, ow.
O, ow.
Aha.
Ah.
Ka, ka.
Ka, ka.
G, ga.
Ga, ga.
Nga.
Nga.
Cha, cha.
Cha, cha.
Ja, ja.
Ja, ja.
Nya.
Nya.
Ta, ta.
Ta, ta.
Da, da.
Da, da.
Na.
Na.
Ta, ta.
Ta, ta.
Da, da.
Ba, ba.
Na.
Na.
Pa, pa.
Pa, pa.
Ba, ba.
Ba, ba.
Ma.
Ma.
Yara, lava.
Yara, lava.
Sha,
Sha,
sha.
sha.
Sa,
Sa,
ha.
ha.
Very nice. So we'll look at this again with a little bit more information on the screen. The intention is with each week, you practice looking at these characters until you learn them. You're learning a new visible or pictorial representation of sounds that's not as native to Westerners. And later in this lesson one manual, that does break them down according to different positions in your mouth. And so here we can go through them again. You can respond to me, Deanna. We're at position 1. Position 2. E. And then at the lips, position 5. Ooh. Position 3 is when you use the tip of your tongue toward the notch in the roof of your mouth. Touch once, then twice. Re, re.
Re, re.
Then touch at the teeth, position 4. L, l.
L, l.
Then the traveling tones. A.
A.
I. O.
O.
Ow.
Ow.
And these travel here from position 1 to position 2. A, I.
A, I.
And then from position 1 to position 5. O, ow.
O, ow.
Very nice. And then we have consonants or marks, as they're called in Sanskrit. They're called vyanjanam, which means an indicating mark. At position 1, we'll do all 5 of them. Deanna, you can respond to me. Ka, ka, g, ga, nga.
Ka, ka, ga, ga, nga.
At position 2, the hard palate, we use the bunched mid-back part of your tongue. Cha, cha, ja, ja, nya.
Cha, cha, ja, ja, nya.
Position 3 is the tip of your tongue, depicted here in this first character, going to the notch at the top of your mouth. Ta, ta, da, da, na.
Ta, ta, da, da, na.
Very nice. At the teeth, ta, ta, da, da, na.
Ta, ta, da, da, na.
And at the lips, pa, pa, ba, ba, ma.
Pa, pa, ba, ba, ma.
These are called stand-betweens or semi-vowels. It's when two tones come together in reverse order. So I, ya, ya, re, ra, la, wa, va. So you get yara, lava.
Yara, lava.
And then fricatives, you use your breath to heat a mark. Sha,
Sha.
which is at the same position too, so you could lead into it with the tone E. Isha,
Isha.
sha.
Sha.
At position 3, you could lead into it with the tone sha,
Ursha.
sha.
Sha.
Could lead into the fricative at position 4 with sa,
Ulsa.
sa.
Sa.
And then we end again at position 1, ha.
Ha.
And that is the end of the ring of sounds, which we can go through in totality here with their transliteration also written. So just follow along, Deanna. E, u,
A, I, U.
re, re, l,
Re, lalert.
a, I, o, ow,
A, I, O, ow.
aha.
Aha.
You're learning visually as you chant. Ka, ka, g, ga, nga.
Ka, ka, ga, ga, nya.
And here, I hear, Deanna, in your voice, you're changing mouth position a little bit. So keep your tongue exactly the same. So feel your tongue and keep it the same. Ka, ka, g, ga, nga.
Ka, ka, ga, ga, nya.
That was better. Before, you were changing your tongue down to this position, nya, which is different. So its tongue is in the very back. Ka, ka, g, ga, nga.
Ka, ka, ga, ga, nga.
Cha, cha, j, j, nya.
Cha, cha, ja, ja, nya.
Ta, ta, da, da, na.
Ta, ta, da, da, na.
At the teeth, ta, ta, da, da, na.
Ta, ta, da, da, na.
The lips, pa, pa, ba, ba, ma.
Pa, pa, ba, ba, ma.
The semi-vowels or stand-betweens, yara, lava.
Yara, lava.
And the fricatives, breath-heated, sha, sha, sa, ha.
Sha, sa, sa, ha.
Good, so this one is sha. And you curl your tongue up like in sha.
Sha, sha.
This one is isha, isha,
Sha,
sha.
sha,
This one is sha,
sha.
sha. So it's two different mouth positions. So they'll go sha, sha, sa, ha.
Sha, sa, sa, ha.
Very nice. So that is the review of the Sanskrit alphabet, which we need to do before we chant the Yoga Sutras. Alejandro, you can now respond to me as we chant the review of the beginning of the Yoga Sutras. So Alejandro, you can respond to me. And as a reminder, it will take you a while, several Sanskrit courses, before you can follow along to the Devanagari, this script which you're to learn. Until that time, you're following along in this transliteration, which I've done small font and large font for different syllable meter. So Alejandro, you can respond to me. I've unmuted you. Atta yoga nushasanam.
Atta yoga nushasanam.
Atta yoga nushasanam.
Atta yoga nushasanam.
So Sanskrit is read left to right, top to bottom, just like English. So you can look at the script and do your best to follow along. This first word has just 2 letters, atta. Yoga nushasanam. And we learned that this sutra gets broken apart into the words. You can respond to Alejandro. Atta
Atta
yoga
yoga
anushasanam.
anushasanam.
And we learned that this means now union, the sequential presentation. And it refers to one principle, which is that union is happening always, moment by moment, moment by moment. Yoga is always in the now, be here now. It is also a representation that we're about to learn the Yoga Sutras step by step, sequentially. Things will be introduced and things will be defined. The next sutra, Alejandro, respond to me. Yogaschitta vritti nirodha.
Yogaschitta vritti nirodha.
Beautiful. And so you're doing a nice job with syllable meter. The long syllables or guru syllables are 2 beats, and the lagu or light syllables are 1 beat. So it's just like musical meter, if you had like quarter notes and half notes or something like that. Yogaschitta vritti nirodha.
Yogaschitta vritti nirodha.
Beautiful. And then the words break apart. Yogaha,
Yogaha
chitta,
chitta
vritti,
vritti
nirodha.
nirodha.
And so in Sanskrit, nouns get declined. They take an ending. And here, when they have the same ending, we know they're talking about each other. They're describing each other. So yogaha equals nirodha. Union is defined as the stopping back, internally, stopping back of the chitta vritti, of the previous existences in my field of awareness or my heart-mind. Chitta means field of awareness, the mind, the heart. And this is an interesting concept that's different in most of the gardening medical traditions, different from the West, in that there's a word that represents the field of awareness, the heart, and the mind. And originally in the creation and embryology, the brain and the heart are together and then they separate. Well, here in this word, they're back together again. And we feel this as human beings. It's something that affects the mind, definitely affects the heart. And it colors my awareness. And here I'm learning that union becomes possible when I stop back those previous disturbances or those previous existences in my heart-mind. Next sutra, Alejandro. Tada drashtuhu.
Tada drashtuhu.
Svarupe vastanam.
Svarupe svastanam.
And these will be long syllables, so we Svarupe vastanam.
Svarupe vastanam.
Svarupe vastanam.
Svarupe vastanam.
There you go. Tada drashtuhu.
Tada drashtuhu.
Svarupe vastanam.
Svarupe vastanam.
And then we break the words apart. Tada
Tada
drashtuhu.
drashtuhu.
Svarupe
Svarupe
avastanam.
avastanam.
And here, if you're looking along, when you're learning to read, this is the second course in Sanskrit. It's not the first course, but it is an easy example. We're learning letters at first, and we have here the letter A, the letter V, And then we have sat combined with ta. And so what happens is the characters blend together, the puzzle comes together. So we have that here in this word avasthanam, va, and then you have half of sat connected to ta, so that's sta. And then there's an extra line which represents the long ah, just like changed to ah by adding another line. And so visually, it's an attempt to depict what happens in your mouth. Avasthanam. And what does this sutra mean? It means then, drashtahu, like the word drishti in teaching physical yoga postures, the eye gaze. Drashtahu is the seer, the one who beholds in the form of the self, in the true form, in the form of the true self, stands apart. Sthanam is basically the same in English. Sta is a root sound, which means stand or position, and ava means away. So when I'm able to, as in previously the Yoga Sutra, check back the spinnings in my field of awareness, then I, the seer, in my true form, stand apart. This is a wonderful and beautiful beginning to the Yoga Sutras. The fourth Yoga Sutra, Alejandro, the next one. Vritti.
Vritti.
Sarupyam.
Sarupyam.
Itaratra.
Itaratra.
Vritti sarupyam itaratra.
Vritti sarupyam itaratra.
Beautiful chanting. The words are vritti,
Vritti,
sarupyam,
sarupyam,
itaratra.
itaratra.
And these words are, this word sarupyam is similar. It comes from sarup. It comes from what we had before, the word rupa. Rupe here it has a declension in the form. The word is rupa. And sarupa means with that form. And sarupya means possessing that form, or sameness in form, conformity. But we came from the word rupa. So if I don't stop back the spinnings in my field of awareness, if I don't step apart from the drama from my past, then I'm going to stand in the spinnings. Then I'm going to think I am the drama. So if I'm not able to stand apart from them, then I identify as the drama. And we hear this all of the time in people's language. People all of the time are using I, and then they're identifying as their drama. And so yoga is actually no place for this sort of victim consciousness. There's no place for that. So actually I'm stopping back the spinnings or the drama from my past, and otherwise I'm going to stand in them. We have a basic teaching here in green. I've broken some of the words apart so you can learn. Itara means other, and pra is a suffix, which is locative. It means place. So itaratra means another place or otherwise. So if I don't stop back the tendencies of the past, then I conform with them. Last sutra, Alejandro, before Diana moves on. Vrittayaha.
Vrittayaha.
Panchatayaha.
Panchakayaha.
Klishta klishtaha.
Klishta klishtaha.
And then breaking the words apart. Vrittayaha.
Vrittayaha.
Panchatayaha.
Panchatayaha.
Klishta.
Klishta.
Aklishtaha.
Aklishtaha.
What it means, vrittayaha is the plural of vritti. So the spinnings are panchatayaha, fivefold. Pancha is the word for five. And it can either be klishta, which means afflicting, or they can be aklishta. And it takes the plural ending aha because it's referring back to the five vrittis. So but the simpler words would just be klishta and aklishta. And what it says is that these spinnings or these tendencies from the past, these things from my past, they can be either afflicting or non-afflicting. So not all of the vrittis are necessarily what we would consider bad or afflicting. All right, Deanna, I'm going to now unmute you, and you can do the best you can with the next sutras. I'm having trouble unmuting you. There we go. Okay. So next sutra, Deanna, respond to me. You can look in the red here. Pramana,
Pramana,
viparyaya,
Viparyaya,
vikalpa,
Vikalpa,
nidra,
Nidra,
smritayaha.
Smritayaha.
And the words are the same. There's no sandhi or word joining that happens here. So the words, again, you can respond to me, Deanna. Pramana,
Pramana,
viparyaya,
Viparyaya,
vikalpa,
Vikalpa,
nidra,
Nidra,
smritayaha.
Smritayaha.
Beautiful. Good chanting, Deanna. So these are the 5 vrittis. They've been listed. These are the 5 kind of tendencies or things from the past, either afflicting or non-afflicting. There are 5 categories. The first is pramana, and it literally means that measurement that fills me up. And it is often translated as right perception or correct notion. Mana meaning measurement. Pra, like in prana, that which fills me up. So learning prefixes is important, and pra is a prefix to learn. Viparyaya is often translated as misapprehension or misperception. But learning the prefixes is really wonderful because vi means away, pari means around, and aya is a going. So it's an away or around going. So literally the word means going away or avoiding what is. So that's a beautiful example of why to learn the codes of Sanskrit. It's mistaking something to be the opposite of what it is, going around something or away from something. The word vikalpa is a particular kind of creation. It's a conceptualization or an imagination, a created idea. Nidra means sleep, and smritayaha is the plural of smriti, and that means remembering, a memory, a reminiscence. These are the 5 vrittis. We then define the 5 vrittis. You can respond to me, Deanna. Pratyaksha,
Pratyaksha,
Anumana,
Anumana,
Agamaha,
Agamaha,
Pramanani.
Pramanani.
And an interesting note about your tongue position here. This will have the 2 different resonant characters using the tip of your tongue. So the first one is na, and the second one is at the teeth, na. So roof of the mouth, na. This has a whole picture of your tongue being hooked up, whereas this one you stick your tongue forward. So the characters of Sanskrit are little pictures. Pramanani.
Pramanani.
Very good. We'll do it one more time, Deanna. Pratyaksha,
Pratyaksha,
Anumana,
Mana,
Agamaha,
Agamaha,
Pramanani.
Pramanani.
And ani is the neutral plural declination of the noun pramana. So there are 3 kinds of pramana listed. Pratyaksha comes from prati-aksha. We learn in the beginning of learning Sanskrit that the sound ya actually comes from i-a, ya, ya. So if you went i-a, ya, ya, i plus a becomes ya. So prati-aksha means toward with your eyes, or direct perception. So one of the valid means of learning, one of the ways to measure directly is direct perception, seeing it with your own eyes. Another one is anumana. Anu is that same prefix we had in the beginning, anushasanam. Anu means sequential or alongside, and mana means measurement. And this is inference, like I see snowflakes outside, I'm gathering that it must be cold. And then agamaha has the plural ending, aha, but the word is just agama. And in this case, the prefix a, which often means totally or completely, means in the reverse direction. So it's another one of the ways that prefix a can become used. Gama means that which goes away. And if it's not something that goes away, if it's in the reverse direction, then it's something that which comes toward me. And agama is a reference to scripture or valid testimony from those insightful elders. And this is important. All of even the Western scientific method stands upon that which came before. And in the gardening traditions and in these spiritual wisdom traditions, we're learning pathways to climb the mountain of spiritual realization from people who have gotten there. So we don't have to try to trailblaze our own way up the mountain. And these three, direct perception, pratyaksha, anumana, inference, and agama, are the valid means or accurate perceptions. And I think among Westerners, really agama is the one that we lose sight of. We don't have enough real sense of reverence to those who've come before us because we're such independent-minded folks. And so it's a great remembrance. We're actually studying agama by studying the Yoga Sutras, right? So here we are, we're learning something that's been passed down. Next, Sutra Dhyana, and this will be the last one that we do today. You can respond to me. Viparyayo
Viparyayo
Mitya
Mitya
Jnanam
Jnanam
Atad
Atad
Rupa
Rupa
Pratishtam
Tishtam
Pratishtam
Tishtam
Viparyayo Mitya Jnanam
Viparyayo Mitya Jnanam
Atad Rupa Pratishtam.
Atad Rupa Pratishtam.
Beautiful. Try the whole thing. Viparyayo Mitya Jnanam Atad Rupa Pratishtam.
Viparyayo Mitya Jnanam Atad Rupa Pratishtam.
Beautiful chanting. Just work on your meter. So remember, the guru syllables in bold are going to be 2 beats. Viparyayo Mitya Jnanam Atad Rupa Pratishtam.
Viparyayo Mitya Jnanam Atad Rupa Pratishtam.
Very nice, Deanna. And this is going to make you, chanting sutras, Deanna, is going to make you get deeper into your breath because you can't exist just with quarter breaths, which might be your tendency in life to live in quarter or half breathing. You have to really prepare for a longer sutra. Viparyayo Mitya Jnanam Atad Rupa Pratishtam.
Viparyayo Mitya Jnanam
Take a breath.
Atad Rupa Pratishtam.
Now do it again, but take a long inhale before you do it.
Viparyayo Mitya Jnanam Atad Rupa Pratishtam.
Beautiful. And we learn here, the words are, you can respond, Diana, Viparyaya,
Viparyaya
Mitya,
Mitya
Jnanam. When you say that, it would feel more like a GY in your mouth. Jnanam.
Yanam.
Atad,
Atad.
Rupa,
Rupa.
Pratishtam.
Pratishtam.
What we learn is that misapprehension, or literally going away or around, is false knowledge, mithya jnanam, which is based on something which is not there. And this is a real common fallacy we each carry forward. A lot of times it has to do with what we think others are thinking, or why we think things happened, all victimhood consciousness. But certainly a lot of our rationalization of our own past, it's false knowledge based on what actually wasn't there. And so with this, we'll be ending the Yoga Sutras, and we'll be finishing the next few of the vrittis next week. I like to end as we began, with the chanting of the Sanskrit alphabet, and I'll have you, Alejandro, respond to me as we do that. And we'll go back to the very beginning of the manual, so you can just see the characters. Do look at them as you chant them. So respond, Alejandro. A, I, u, u. Re, ri, le, le. A, I, o, ow. Aha. Ka, ka, ga, ga, nga. Cha, cha, ja, ja, nya. Ta, ta, da, da, na. Ta, ta, da, da, na. Pa, pa, ba, ba, ma. Yara, lava. Sha, sha, sa, ha. It's been wonderful chanting with you. I look forward to it every week. Please write the Sanskrit alphabet out, practice the Yoga Sutras, and we will convene again next week. Have a beautiful, beautiful week.